If you could switch places with one of your coworkers for a day, who would it be? I'll say it. I want to be Gronk for a day.
That was mine.
Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. I would like to welcome everyone to the pregame show, and I would also like to submit a question at the end of the pregame show.
Great.
So to get our, was it Dear Abby? You're going to be my Abby.
Great.
Yeah.
I love this. This is exciting.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go, babe. This is a question for you, so you start us off, babe.
Oh, Erin, this is from Jerry Girl 6. Erin, did the players save a space for you on the air-conditioned benches? No, I mean, I will say this. Teams are very, very generous with their waters, with their, if you need a towel, smelling salts.
I did that once. I was like, whoa.
I got nailed in the head by a pass during pregame of the Super Bowl. Conked in the head.
What
hit
year?
Me so hard. The last time we had a Super Bowl, I'm not going to say what quarterback hit me. And
I was actually with you. I didn't know this.
No, it was during the pregame. You were still part of the pregame. I was introing my Mahomes piece. And I got nailed by a pass. I looked at the 3 security members next to me and I was like, none of you guys tried to catch that? You good?
Oh,
I was so pissed, but also so grateful it wasn't on air because it would have dropped an F-bomb. And then Chiefs training staff saw it and I was like, can I please have smelling salts? I think I'm concussed. I wasn't, but I was a little nervous for my first hit and what would come out. But no, I don't go on the air-conditioned benches. I have stood in front of the heaters before. We've talked about that a lot. I didn't stand in front of the the misty blowers that the guys have. But
you didn't? Oh, I love those. I'll get right up in there. I did in Miami.
I just feel like it's a tease to my body. And I'm like, these are the conditions. This is the situation. Move it or lose it, sister. But I will ask for other things on the bench. Like in Green Bay, sometimes it's freezing. Love the training staff there. They have soup. Like they have broth, hot broth that you can drink.
What?
I mean, yeah.
I didn't know that. I just know the packets.
I act like it's a buffet.
This ain't a buffet kit.
So good. But no air-conditioned benches. But man, can I stop going to these hot places.
Take a shot of you to do your report. Let's go to Erin for more. And she's on the bench, just like arms up. Well, guys, let me tell you, Idleman, where do you pull inspiration from when you're in a slump? Oh, well.
What kind of slump?
Exactly. Let's see. Pull inspiration from. It's a great question. Let me think. I try to put things into perspective. So my biggest problem is right now, I don't know. I'm at the ranch. So it's like trivial things that I just don't know enough about with the ranch, and it just cost me exorbitant amount of money. And then I'm like, no, this is elective. Like it's not health, it's not family or friends. So like I just try to always put perspective on things. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's about 5 voice notes bitching to Erin, and then I get it out, and then I go, okay, pull it together, Charissa. So yeah, that's my inspiration is perspective. Yours, babe?
Yeah, and I had a real shit weekend, but I will say this about my shit weekend. It also made me realize my perspective was my team, and not just, I don't mean like the people that work with me or for me. I mean my family, my husband, my best friend and her boyfriend, husband. I have such a great group around me that I could send a quick text to about 30 people that this is happening, and different people are doing different things. Like, we got you here, we got you here, we got you here, we got you here. And it was so amazing, especially like Chris and I are never home. It's like dealing with things at home are super hard. And this one is kind of trivial. So it was, it was pretty cool to sit back after my chest started to like
loosen
up a bit, not from phlegm. And I was like, God dang, I am so lucky with the group that I have around me. So that was my perspective. And I agree. Same thing.
But I will say this, and you're not asking for this, but I think very much that's a boomerang. Like what you put out is what happens. You are my number one crisis friend. You should work for the Red Cross. You should work for any like emergency services. Caller. I'm not kidding. First responders, because you have all the answers, and sometimes when you can't see it for yourself, just know that that's because you do the same thing, and so it comes back. Next,
perspective. It could always be worse. It really could. Next. Whoa, sweet envy. If you could switch places with one of your coworkers for a day, who would it be? I'll say it. I want to be Gronk for a day.
That was mine.
I just want to be that. I do. I tell people that don't know Gronk this all the time. He is exactly what you want him to be and what you expect him to be. He is the best.
I was going to say that because yesterday, so Kurt Menefee, because he also has a full-time job in New York, he'll leave early. Not all the time. This was the first time this year. We'll leave early.
Did you do post-game?
I did one post-game, the Raiders-Broncos one. And so it was me, Terry, Howie, and Gronk. And it's sort of one of those things where it's fun. Like, you may get it. Like, I thought I was getting your guys' post-game, and then you guys ended up taking it off air because the timing of the game. So it's just, there's a lot of things, and this is more...
That's so crazy, by the way. I couldn't imagine. Like,
it's so
the choreography
fun,
of it all.
Yeah. No, that's where I like Jacob Ullman, like Bill Richards, like all those people that have to coordinate. If you guys think about it, so what we're talking about is, if this is of any interest to you, if you're listening to this podcast, you obviously care enough about what we do for a living, that it's, if a game goes off the air, then it has to go to studio for the post game, but coordinating when each game goes off the air. And so you're not overlapping the post game. So it's actually like very much a symphony of like things. Anywho, so Terry, Gronk, and Howie walk out, and Terry comes up to me. He goes, "Do you know who this Brandon Ayuk is?" And I go, "Brandon Ayuk?" And he goes, "No, Gronk said earlier on air it's Brandon Ayuki." I looked at Gronk. I go, "You said his name's Brandon Ayuki?" And Gronk goes, "I didn't know what his name was, whatever," like that. And I started laughing.
Gronk, he's played in a couple Super Bowls.
Incredible. But this goes back to Gronk is exactly who he is. By the way, this is Terry. Gronk is Terry Jr. They're like each other, like reincarnated in their own ways. Good. But I just love people who are unapologetic about who they are. And I said to Gronk, I go, "You are human espresso." I was like,
I love that line.
You walk in and you are just like, and that's actually like from, who says that all the time is our boss, Brad, because I'm like, he just instantly puts everyone in a good mood. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He doesn't mind being the butt of the joke. And like, I think that you and I in our older age have gotten better about self-deprecation, but he is next level. So yes, we are unanimous in our Gronk decision.
Gronky.
Right. Anonymous met a guy who said we love these, was attracted to me, then completely ignores me. Okay. Met a guy who said he's attracted to me, but completely ignores me. Well, that's just like being young, and that's juvenile to me. If he said he likes you, then he needs to pursue you. I'm all about make the fucking effort. Like, I'm done like meeting you halfway on that initial thing. This is where like, yes, we're independent women and all this kind of stuff, but I'm very much like old school. Like when it comes to like, I want the man to pursue me. I want the man to set up the date at the beginning. Like once you're in the relationship, that's fine. Like if you pick up the check or whatever, but I need some chivalry. I need you to open the door. I need you to do all that stuff. So if this guy's like now pretending like he's not into you, I'm bored. Next.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
I had people do that to me back in my dating days. Oh my God, I liked you so much. It was so attractive. Yeah, a couple of them. But I never, no, you know how much time I wasted on that crap? Yeah. No, move it or lose it. Again.
No. You know what I want you to be? I want you to be the guy that's on the side of the road in the blow up thing with the sign and it's spinning. I'm into you. I'm into you. That's what I want.
Where's that from? Oh, no. The guy with the hand and the crazy hair.
That's at the car lot. We got a special today. That's who I want. I don't
flip in the sign.
I don't want to have to do any math. Are you into me or not? Okay. By the way, that's still such a great movie. He's just not that into you. Next.
All right, see phones. Erin, this is sweet. This will make me cry. My son did not have many words until he was closer to 2. He's now 3 and he never stops talking. Mac will get there. You're doing great. Thank you.
That's very, very sweet. That's very sweet.
It is very sweet.
Anonymous, how do you deal with decreased confidence after having untrue and misrepresented information spread about you? Did I write this to myself? Maybe, did I do this in my sleep?
Dear Charissa.
Especially when you know confronting that person is not worth it and not an option. So again,
it could be an option.
How do you deal with decreased confidence? Okay. Do you want to start this one? Because I got a lot to say. So I'm going to think about how I'm going to phrase this.
I would say that with both of us in dealing with things like this, maybe I should speak for myself, that it does take a minute, though. Your confidence does take a hit. But much like I talked about in the beginning, where you have a great team around you, they also are the ones that are there for you that said, knock it off. These people don't matter. Mm-hmm. But you also have to get there yourself. And that takes time. And it does. And I think you have to kind of go through the path. You have to go through the whole, what am I looking for? The whole blah, 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 to get there. You have to go through the shit to get there. And you know what? I'm not going to speak for you, but I will. You and I have been through so much shit publicly that, and I'm sure more is coming, not for you, but for me. But hey, my crystal ball is telling me. But it's just at this point, it's like, what are you going to hit? I don't want to put that out there, but I feel like our confidence and our belief in ourselves has gotten that much greater. Where am I totally off here?
No.
Am I swinging for the fences?
Nope. You're very close. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer to this idea that I'll take some of mine self-inflicted. Did bad decision in men, saying too much, certain things. Okay, so that's fine. That's just about growing and maturing and taking responsibility. I mean, you know when a basketball game, someone commits a turnover and they run down the court and they're like, my bad. I love a my bad. There's some stuff, it's not because you know those people that's like, oh, it's everybody else is the problem. Well, if everyone else is the problem, you might be the problem. So I like to split responsibility. Some stuff has definitely happened to me that I have been a victim of, and you very much so. So I would say, and getting back to answering this question, it's all about, and Aaron Rodgers, he keeps coming up in the old podcast.
This guy.
He said, don't worry about criticism from people that you wouldn't take advice from. And that's resonates with me, where I'm like, why do I care about what these people say if I wouldn't take advice from them? So there is definitely some individuals that I have strong opinions about because the way that they treated me. But all I do now is I now in my head know exactly where they stand. Like I've been able to take an inventory. Like you're over here in the loser column, you're over here in the winner column. And it makes it easier for me come Christmas time to know who I'm sending a Christmas card to. And let me tell you this, that
I'm
list
getting one.
Is shorter and shorter and shorter. You're at the top of Santa's good list every year. But I think it's really cathartic to be able to take an inventory. Sometimes these people who have publicly criticized me have done me a massive favor. Now I don't have to wonder what you think of me. You've made it very clear what you think about me. So in fact, I'm not going to send you a gift. I'm going to send you a thank you card. You little
Who shall I
asshole.
address this to?
No. Did that answer your question?
I thought that was great. I was way off.
Peach, no, you were. We were. It was a collective answer. Peachy Keen. That's yours, babe. Go ahead.
If you could be in any movie or TV show, what would it be? Friends.
I would say that now because you've gotten me into that. I can't believe it took me that long to get there.
I know.
Sex in the City. Like those episodes I watched, Carrie Bradshaw, and just like, especially Michael Patrick King, the writing of that show and how it's so poetic and it always comes back. Her outfits, her hair. Oh my God. And she had like the flip when it was curly and it was just like always effortlessly cool. Yeah. Sex in the City would be mine. Oh, Yellowstone. I'd also be Beth.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that would definitely be another one. Well, guys, thanks for listening to Pregame.
Wait, I have a question from Aaron Jill Andrews.
Right.
How do you function when you know you have too much on your plate, but you have no choice? That's the way the plate has to be.
Okay. I'm going to teach you.
And not have a nervous breakdown.
Okay. I'm going to teach you something. It's called CNN, not the news network. No. Acronym CNN, critical, need, nice. So you're going to make a list of all the critical things that you need to take care of. Feeding Mac, giving him a bath. I mean, just like daily critical things that need to be done. The stuff that you need to do. I need to study for my game. I need to book my flight. I need to pull my outfit for this. I need to pack. And the stuff that's nice is I would like to get new pillows on my couch, or I would like to go to lunch with my girlfriends, but that falls under the nice thing. So critical, need, and nice, and it helps prioritize for me when I feel overwhelmed with things. And I literally write it down so that I can see it. And immediately when I write things down, I feel less overwhelmed because now I'm at least remembering that I have to do all these things instead of being like, shit, I forgot to do that because I just didn't write it down. And that happens to me more times than not. So I'm trying to be better about writing things down or putting things in a calendar. I was like, calendar adverse for my whole life. And then I'm like, oh, I wonder why I'm missing these things. And sometimes in my life, I'm like, you're making this harder on yourself, Charissa. Just stop. Do it in the moment. What did you say? Remember when your dad, he had that phrase that was like, do it right now. What was the thing?
Oh, put it away. Don't put it down.
Yeah. Like just do those little things.
Just do it. I know.
But again, going back to critical, need, and nice. So help just, ease some of that. And also, I'm going to say this, delegation. I know it's hard.
I'm starting to do it now.
But there are certain, like we've talked about it. Like I don't like to clean my house, so I pay someone else to clean my house. Right? I've cleaned my house for a lot of years. Now I can afford to not clean my house. So I'm going to pay someone else to do that. And by the way, that person makes a living because I'm paying for that. Totally. I don't want to be the gardener. Okay. I also had to be so I think it's oh, I've got a cat jumping around back here.
Meow.
Apparently, I haven't paid for a animal sitter in here. There's cats flying, literally, cats flying everywhere. But so designation of responsibilities that you don't need to be. By the way, you don't need to be a hero. Like,
look at the cats behind you. Are you in a pet store? Where are you?
These are my little barn kitties that I brought inside because I want them to know people. I don't want them to be weirdos. And I'll grab, they're playing. Hold on. Look it up on the floor. Oh, aren't they cute? One of them.
Well, let's talk about their names on the big show.
Oh, that's a tease. There's some more where that came from. So yes, is that helpful to Erin Jill Andrews?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you know what else you're going to do?
We'll see if she gets back to us and says it is.
Okay, well, also tell her when you talk to her next, you need to invest in yourself, knowing that a workout, because I think if it's the same Erin Jill Andrews, very good.
Oh, I heard she did it the same.
Oh, good.
She did. Yeah.
Very good. Because then your mind can be clearer. You need to make deposits into yourself because you're no good to anyone else if you're not at your best. Okay, I love you. Big show coming up Thursday. We're going to solve all the world's problems. Join us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sweating.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.